Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Acnalwah. My nose is dressed for that occasion. Yesterday, we learned that we are getting a new animal here in town. We found out about the Animal Crossing Hello Kitty crossover and all of its overpriced scalper glory. And we just kind of had a relaxing time after that, getting to know the animals around town just a little bit more late at night underneath the moon. Today, we're gonna go see our new friend, but first, I have 4 letters to read from Shari. Yo, Emil, you gotta update the look of your place once in a while if you want to stay edgy. You should try this carpet for a change of pace. It's a gift, so you have no excuse not to. From Helpful Shari. I swear if this is a round carpet after the last 2 days of me not sticking that on my floor after saying, hey, that would look nice, I will strangle that cricket over there. Backyard lawn. Okay, good. I don't need to put something so gruesome on screen. There's our campground items from Hello Kitty, but I think I'm gonna save those, just like I'm gonna save these rugs for a little bit later. I'll see how well that turns out for me. And hello there, daily objective. Fancy meeting you here so close to my home. Gonna check my town initiatives, and we have the Good Fit, spend 500 bells at the Able Sisters, catch a koi, and deep dive initiative once again. I kind of don't think we're really going to be doing a whole lot of Meow Coupon getting today, but we'll try. Rocco, what do you say? Fluffy, I'm impressed to see you're still surviving. Then they get the feeling there's less trash and fewer weeds. Guess what? Yes, I enacted an initiative 4 years ago, and you're still noticing the effects of it today. I'm glad that you don't take me for granted or my policies. You know what people are saying about you lately? I'm a pro fishing expert. Yeah, well, you know, kind of same thing. Not too far off the mark. Yeah, I acknowledge that too. We're just talking about how great I am today, I guess. Listen to this, kid. I know this is a bad habit, but when I see a citrus carpet, I gotta buy. I'm a bit of a shopaholic, I guess. I don't think that would fit in too well with what we're doing, so I'm gonna say no to that. I just don't need it. Okay. Well, yet another grumpy animal trying to sell us things. Let's just go over to that new house. It's a bit out of the way and in the middle of all these flowers, so hopefully it's the case. Hey, we still don't have a camper today. Who could have seen that one coming? The outside of your house is, whoa, fluorescent green with an old metal door. This is interesting. I'm already got my interest piqued. I'm gonna guess you're a rabbit. No, not even close. Huh? Who are you? No fair catching me off guard, bro. Oh, you're from this town. Sorry for stabbing at you. I usually don't make mistakes. My bad. Name's Jitters. I came from Cheville. I had a feeling. You should come hang out when things have settled down a bit. Devin is just dumping all of his old birds on me. Between that and Molly leaving, it must be the Great Bird Migration of 2017 or something like that, because what other explanation is there? It's always birds moving out and moving in. But you have a very interesting place here. A barbed wire fence with posts, and just the more I look at this house, the more fascinating it is. I need to stop before that just becomes our entire day today, because we got some stuff to do. We're gonna get started on our day, and I will see you when interesting things happen. Shari wanted to talk, so I smacked her in the gut with a shovel. Say, I don't suppose you're in the market for my brand new vintage sushi. That's a new item. Wow, first the frilly apron, and then I get this one without even trying. I will gladly take that and add it to my catalog. I know that not every single new item that's now available is in the catalog, but I believe that because those are sold by the Able Sisters and they can just be obtained normally like this, they should be. You're also very happy. Let's talk to you during that. Maybe you'll give me stuff for free. Looking at me weird. Oh, hey, you ready for Halloween? Oh, you actually know the upcoming events today. At least buy some candy, dude. If you get tricked, don't come crying to me, because I can't help you. Come on, Shari, cough up the loot. I was the one who made you so happy after all. I'm looking for holes. What? Holes? But if you have a shovel, aren't those potentially everywhere? Like, everywhere? A way to set your sights real high. I don't really get it, but you seem into it, so good luck, cheeky. Just the kind of supportive friend anyone would love to have, except for maybe the serial killer bit. Kit, I smacked your baby in the face with my shovel, which, I guess if Shari was pregnant, then maybe I might have already done that. Okay, dropping that topic right now. You want a new greeting. Yes, I will give you one after saying that out loud, because I definitely deserve to give you something after that. I like it. Let me try it out. Raise the roo. What do you think? Perfect. Get it? Because she's a parrot, so she's also raising a roo. Oh, I'm putting puns in their mouths and I'm cramming them down. Since Cyrus at retail does customization, I can take my old furniture and have it remade in a completely different style. It's fun to make old things look new again. I'm kind of hoping we get Zipper Tea Bunny again because I want to order that hot plate. Look good in our food room, and like I said, you can customize the food in it, which I think is such a clever idea. Halloween is just a few days away. I love the sweets, but sometimes I actually do get scared. I would get scared about all the sweets you'd have to be buying for that little boy right there, because we don't exactly have a whole lot of houses to trick-or-treat at around this village, and you guys never leave, so I kind of don't think that's going to work out too well for you. So we're going to go up to Main Street next, and I know what some of you are thinking. Hey, didn't you catch every single bug, and a day passed after that? You know, when that happens, aren't you supposed to get a golden net or something that's bigger than all the other nets and makes catching bugs really, really easy, and it's super cool and all that? Why haven't you shown that yet? Well, okay. That's what's supposed to happen, but it's not what happened. New Leaf is weird. It's really a shame to say this because personally, I think New Leaf is, in terms of how it executes everything, the best in the series at just almost everything in the game. But the Golden Tools is one that I don't care for and I think is just really needlessly complicated. So you do get it for catching all the bugs, but in order to actually be handed it, you have to show Nat your full bug encyclopedia. Problem is, the next bug off is in June. I am not even kidding. Even though I have all the bugs, it will not be June until then, and I don't think that scanning him as an amiibo, well, actually we can't scan him as an amiibo because he either has to have an RV card or a figure when he has neither, so we'd have to randomly get him in the campground to even test out that theory. In other words, we don't have any legitimate way of actually getting the golden net, we just have the satisfaction of catching all the bugs. Not only that, but in the original Animal Crossing, you would get a little metal butterfly on your house for catching all the bugs. That's not here either. So, again, kind of a disappointment. I wish I could get the golden net. Would be really, really nice. And personally, if they wanted to make it, you know, more special or whatever, I would have just had Phineas hand it to you, because you have a conversation with him about catching all the bugs right after you do it anyway, so why not him? I get that Tortimer did it before, but I don't know. It's one of my least favorite changes. I don't get why they made it so needlessly convoluted. It's like, I caught all the bugs. I greatly deserve to have it right now. Don't make me wait forever and ever. All of this to say that it's time for the Daily Fortune! I just am going to get on a cheerier topic before I depress myself too much about not getting it. What do we have? He who plays with fire would be wise to wear flame retardant. I'm guessing that has to do with Mario shooting fireballs. I know that it's not a new fortune from the number at the very least. I also love how I was mistaking the Nooklings for having a ping pong table the other day, and then the very next day they actually had a ping pong table. That was really funny. I didn't notice that, so I appreciate it. Oh, red Pikmin. Okay. 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 At the Able Sisters, I think I'm gonna go with the Cyber Shades. Eyes, activate. I can now see through you. Don't worry, not through your clothes. Very important distinction. Wait, Hopper, why are you... Are you embracing being the main bad guy in A Bug's Life or something like that? Because what are you wearing? That looks hideous stretched out across your belly. We need to talk. Just trying on things can be a lot of fun. Yeah, I like to play dresses sometimes. Want to fight about... Oh! Well, you certainly can't challenge a guy with that much confidence in that fashion sense. I will be out of here, getting the hell out of Dodge. Thank you very much. I just realized I haven't tried on the sushi chef's outfit. I mean, it looks about how I expected, but I guess I'm no longer in the cult of Croak. No, seriously, I mean it when I call it that. It seems like everyone has one of those shirts these days. It's catching on, and Shari might actually have competition in being the local trendsetter. And now it is time for me to be disappointed horribly by my own life choices. I chose to not sell the turnips yesterday to see what they were going to be today. So lay it on me, Reese. How much money am I losing? 110. That's... I technically don't have any way of knowing what... I guess Kruk put this up for sale. I technically don't have any way of knowing what my pattern is because I haven't seen the AM prices, but this seems a bit all over the place. I don't know. I think I'm gonna stick it out and just kind of see if a friend has a good price for me or something like that. Just because I live dangerously, you know. Now, we're gonna head off toward the campground after I stop in my house, of course, because I gotta scan the amiibo of the day. It's Meow Coupon time! That's a way that I can make getting one of them sound exciting, you know? Because Meow Coupons time just sounds really stupid, so I'm gonna stick with that one. Now it's off to the grounds. Harvey is reading his book with the little friend kind of peeking in, you know, just so he doesn't have to buy it himself. This is like a faucet of some kind. Oh, that could be beautiful for like a garden or outdoorsy looking room. Just seeing this item in front of me makes me want to make one of those myself, but I don't know if I want to sack any of my existing room ideas. I want to keep the Halloween room because it's October, which we haven't actually seen that, I don't think, but I do still have it. The jingle room is great, and I love the jingle piano, of course. I think the jingle room is the least kind of creative touch room that I have, but it has the portraits of everyone. Maybe I could do something in the basement. You know what? Yeah. The basement isn't really doing anything right now aside from just having the CRT and the GameCube on it, which, while that is cool, my items are full. Thank you kindly, Harv! And we have Pave visiting once again. I don't really want to go and see him because I think we covered everything pretty well the first time, so our visitor for the day is yet another in the Sanrio Hello Kitty collection. We're going to be going through all of these, and this is the one that I've personally been the most excited for. He is Marty. Did you hear? Marty is in town. Hey, that's me, Pom-Pom. This town is just the best. Really, only one thing can improve in a place like this. Free apple strudel. Thought you liked coconut cake. Years ago, Marty took on an epic quest to taste every flavor of pudding in the world. His favorite of pom-pom pudding may or may not be the root of all this. His house has been devoured by this dangerous hobby. As you can see, he has loads of stuff that somebody who would want to have a food room would love to have. That right there looks awesome. I think I'm gonna grab that right away. Hit that wallpaper. We have a bed, a chair, dress. That dress is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Kind of makes me almost wish I was playing as a girl. So, well, you know, you don't have to play as a girl to have this dress on. And hey, your animals won't treat you any differently over it. Heck, they seem even more welcoming. They're just like, oh yeah, you know, totally like guys wear dresses. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I always thought that was a cool detail. Hat, outfit, the pudding. That right away would be right at home in my room. The rack doesn't look like you put anything on it, but it does look. It has a butthole. This ice cream sundae has a butthole. Shoes, table, TV. A TV looks like it's wall mounted, which could be kind of cool. Huh. I want the pudding for sure. My stomach is actually growling looking at all this stuff. It looks so good. The rack is a little tempting. Let's test this. Yes, okay, it does function as a TV. So I don't have to have his face staring at me. You would never know that it's a Hello Kitty item from that, or I guess Sanrio as a whole. Huh. I'll take the rack. I'll see how that looks. Thank you for this. This is awesome. My place. And let's scare the crap out of you. Yeah, your eyes got smaller from getting scared. Would you like to say anything else? Huh? Did you say something? Let's talk. I'm hungry for something cheap and grubby, but only with the finest local ingredients. I can respect a man who respects local ingredients. That is very nice. Well, we are pretty darn good right now. I guess we are. So, today's a bit of a slow day in town. And you know me, I play a lot of Animal Crossing. I know my way around this town. I plan for these slow days. So the rest of what we're doing here is not going to be an Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. It's going to be over in the ultimate mega slam fest of Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer! Or rather, just a quick overview of said game. I want to state up front that we are not doing a full playthrough of this. This is just merely going to be the focus of what we are doing here today. And I also want to state that this is not just me kind of derping around and playing something that's completely unrelated just because I think it's neat, though that is a motivating factor for what I am doing. This actually does have relevancy to New Leaf, and perhaps maybe you already have this game and didn't know that you have something that can make New Leaf just a little bit more special. This title screen is adorable, by the way. I love the music on it. It's just such a nice theme song. I don't really want to, be quiet, though. You can listen to it on your own time, but yeah. Basically, the plot of this, I'm going to continue the file that I have in progress, is that you work at the Happy Home Academy, or rather at Nook's Homes, which is a part of the Happy Home Academy. You kind of know how that relationship already works. You commute into work. You do not live in this town. There's no fish to be caught, no bugs to be caught, none of that. You basically just come into work each day, and you have some things that you can do. Before heading out on your day, we can go upstairs. And we have character customization options all at our fingertips. Right here. We can choose our eye style, we can choose eye colors, we can customize our skin color. I really wish that you could just pick the skin color and you didn't have to, get a tan over the summer months. I think it is a little bit silly that you can't just do that normally and that it wasn't added or anything like that. You can choose eye colors, you can just select the hairstyle you want, complete with icons, boy heads, girl heads, whatever you want. No limitations at all. Choose the hair color. It's all very nice. Honestly, I kind of wish that you could obtain this as an item for your house because, the lovely phone already makes Katrina useless, so why not make Harriet useless too if you just play enough and you can get this to be able to just choose what you want. You can still go to Harriet if you like the personality quiz though, but I love that. Why did they not add that? Second, you can go into the changing room and any clothing items that you have unlocked, you can just simply select from, basically like an endless closet of every item that you found. Again, kind of nice, really, really good for character customization, so you can look any which way you want. And you have the sewing machine from the Able Sisters. It is backwards compatible with all of your Animal Crossing New Leaf QR codes, so there's no issues there. All in all, this is pretty nice. This is a place to use the internet and receive special design requests. Once you've received a special design request, you immediately have to do it. Okay, this is referencing something that we're going to go over a little bit later. I just kind of wanted to see that. I like how it has the Japanese version of Happy Home Designer on the screen. You didn't change that in the localization, now did you? Going back downstairs, we have a few things that we can do. We can sit in this chair for one, which doesn't actually do anything. We can talk to Lottie, who makes her debut in this game, actually. This is where she's originally from. Let's see, there's the amiibo phone, canvassing the town, visiting clients' homes. So many different ways to drum up business and keep busy. I'll leave it up to you, Emil. So we have things very open-ended, and what I want to do first is talk to Isabelle. There is somewhat, kinda, sorta, maybe almost not quite of a plot to this game other than what I've told you. It's that Isabelle is trying to get a town started. You talk to her, and from doing that, you can spend the day designing facilities that there would be in a town. There's no Nook shop by default. You're the one who makes it. You can make the office, a school. There's all kinds of things that you can make, and as you build more of them, you'll unlock more sets of buildings that can be created. Speaking of creating buildings, how about we go out on the town? We'll see right away that there's animals who have requests. I've always dreamed of being a mermaid. Ooh, doesn't that sound nice? We have Big Top. Superheroes have super appetites, so I want to feed them well. Let's get cooking. I thought you were the superhero, but okay, I guess being a superhero that feeds other superheroes is kind of a unique idea that has a lot of story potential. It actually sounds like a good comedy series. But, kind of going out, here we have a hospital of sorts. I know, sickness and disease can exist in the world of Animal Crossing. Shh. Don't tell them about Welcome Amiibo phasing it out or else they'll be out of business. So right away we have this lobby. I kind of designed it to be a bit like a, kind of a children's waiting room. This is something that I was able to do. I was able to make all this. Those doors and leading to other rooms, it's multiple rooms like that. And oh gosh, I think I remember what I did for this one. It's really, really nuts. You hear clanging and construction equipment and then you walk in here and... All right, what do you say? Let me know when the guards are looking the other way so I can make a run for it. What? No guards? What fun is that? That's like some Earthbound levels of humorous dialogue right there. That's actually kind of nuts. I'm a little terrified to see what the other room is looking like because, wow, this is already turning out to be a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. I guess the sound effects were the only thing that were unusual. I guess there's a luxury suite here that Kiki is rich enough to take. What do you say? I don't mind being here as long as they let me do laps once in a while. Scrawl. What, laps around the fancy room? I don't know. I'm a little bit surprised. I remember that I kind of went dark with some of my designs because, you know, that's kind of the fun of it, but yeah. Using the touchscreen, I did kind of move those animals out of my way. It's kind of funny. You can do that with yourself, too. Oh, Emil likes to dance and sing. Doo-da, doo-da. Oh, yes, he really, yes, he does. Oh, doo-da day. Okay, I'm dumb. Well, that's an example of a facility that you can make. I never really got that into making the facility, so my town isn't finished. This game does have an ending, contrary to how Animal Crossing typically is, which is when you finish building all the facilities. The town itself is actually pretty big, and I kind of wish that Main Street had this more multi-layered design to it because it's just so much easier to get around and I like it a lot. Any animal that you see walking around that has a thought bubble over their head, they're willing to accept willing to give you a job helping to design their home. They do shuffle a little bit every time that you go out. As you beat more stages, you'll unlock more of them, and I guess just for sake of example, we're gonna go back inside. I'm not gonna talk to any of these guys. However, as another thing that originates from here, the amiibo phone. If you make a call using it and you have an amiibo to scan, you are able to call that animal right away and see what their request is without having to wait for them to appear in your plaza. I thought on a day such as this, we could get to know Jitters a little bit before they've officially moved in. A soccer arena. Yo, who's this? Nook's Homes? Yeah, I've heard of you guys. Something to do with homes, if I remember right. Speaking of homes, I think I might have some work for you. Good thing you called, huh? I was just heading out for a jog, so I'll just jog on over. Berserk. Well, it's nice to meet you. You can call me Jitters. Maybe you've heard of me? I'm pretty famous in most sports. Ooh. But, we should probably get down to business, right? Go big or go home. That's what us sports guys say. In this case, it means I'm going in with a new house. That's what I'm gonna need to win, bro. You on my team? Leave it to me. Seriously, Emil? This is gonna be great. Well, Jitters, let's talk a little bit about your planning requirements. Emil, you need to choose a location that fits our client's needs. Right away, big difference. This is your town map. You cannot freely walk around it, unfortunately. However, if you just simply tap on these... Come on, there we go. Tap on these squares. There we are. You can choose the location of where it's going to be. There's things like train tracks that you can have in the background. As you can see, these different areas are different seasons by default. By tapping on the same square multiple times, you can change the season at will. You can have desert areas, some types of terrain that we have not actually seen in Animal Crossing up to this point. I think for Jitters, just for sake of example, we're gonna go... Oh gosh, those red trees are beautiful. Oh, the cherry blossoms. I wish the cherry blossom weather happened throughout more of the year. And I don't just mean in Animal Crossing, I mean that in real life too. Let's kind of go with a big open field for this guy. There we go, we'll make it spring for him. Next up, the floor plan. What looks good to you, Tiger? This has floor plans that are not available in anything else. You can have long rooms, you can have wide rooms, you can have double wide rooms that are really, really thin. You can go for a 2-room layout and have the rooms connect in different ways. You can customize a lot of this. Personally, I think for a soccer arena, you'd want it to be as long as possible, so let's go for that. All right, Jitters, we'll get to rolling with this plan here. Emil, head over to the site with Jitters. Go get him, Tiger. So things are starting to take shape. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's all done. So there's our prompt. If you remember that car that was in Tom Nook's RV, this is also where that comes from. Well, right away, you might be wondering, okay, so the interface that you see on the bottom screen, it's basically the same interface that Lottie taught us to use. It's the exact same thing that you can do in New Leaf. Why would you ever want to play this? It's obsolete. Why would you ever want to do that? Well, there's a few things that are different. For one, if I can show this, We have every single item we've cataloged at our fingertips. Convenient with tabs and everything like that. You have different categories. So it's very, very easy to just pick the items you want. If you want to do interior decorating experiments, you can just normally do them here without having to spend any bells and test out your rooms before you actually build them. Not only that, but if I can put down another item, I can show that, unlike New Leaf, there are half spaces. You're a little bit more free to do whatever you want with this layout. We have ceiling furniture. So again, yet another dimension that you can do with that. You have the Able Sisters creation tools with tons and tons and tons and tons of slots. You can do that. Wow, I'm very bad at drawing footballs. This is a little embarrassing. Some of these I remember is putting in certain rooms that I've designed, though, but you get 8 pages of this many designs. You'd be very hard-pressed to run out of storage on this, unlike in most cases. Another new feature is rugs. You can go ahead and just choose any rug that you want, choose the size, and you can separately move it from the carpet, which is awfully nice. There's no need to call Cyrus to customize your items. Like in the case of this basketball, we can just drag it right over here and it'll show you all the customization options right away. Very helpful if you don't have a guide handy and you want to know what an item can be customized into. Your carpets and wallpapers are all arranged in a handy grid so you can get exactly what you want quickly. Not only that, but you're able to customize the windows, customize the window curtains, and even put sound effects in the rooms. Here, we'll make it like a jungle. Maybe crickets chirping isn't really the best soundtrack for this game, considering it kind of gets enough heat as it is. So we'll go with space sounds. If we head outside, we can see that the customization even goes into the outdoors beyond just choosing the season and choosing what the terrain's gonna be like. We can move the house all around and plop it right on his head, but it's okay, he doesn't seem to mind. You can also customize the exterior right away, including some exteriors that have not been seen anywhere else, like this castle here. I kind of wish that some of these options were available. I keep saying that, which shows that I think this is doing something right. Roof colors, you can do the exteriors, you can do the doors, you can do the fence that's around the outside. So they basically have front yards. And in the front yard, you can place any sort of plant that you want right away, no waiting for it to grow, flowers. Not only that, but furniture is able to go outdoors within the confines of these front yards. You can do some super creative things. Already, in just what I've shown you in this quick overview, you can see that this has, bar none, the best creative tools that this series has ever known. If you like the interior decorating side of Animal Crossing and want a companion game to test out your ideas before you do them, this is definitely the game for you. But for some of you, I know what you're thinking. Why would you ever want to play this game? It's part of an Animal Crossing game. It has no town, no character interaction. It's not really a game, and besides, you can plop one item down in a room and the animal will just say it's perfect, which I will demonstrate right now. Animals have a list of requirements. These items in boxes are items that they have to have in their house at least somewhere. And as long as those items are there, including a basketball, boy, it's a good thing I put a soccer ball in here, else it wouldn't really qualify. You can just talk to Jitters here, say that you're done. Really? Wow, okay then, let's take a look around. It sounds like an intro to a soap opera, kind of. And Jitters will celebrate our feats of good design. But back onto those criticisms of this not qualifying as a full game. Well, yeah, if you feel that way, you're not wrong. I'm not going to tell you that, oh, why can no one see the genius here? No, this game is definitely not for everyone, and I cannot blame you at all if you don't care for it. Personally, however, I had a great time with it, and I played it for well over 60 hours. The way that this was possible was that I didn't look at it as a game. I looked at it as a creative exercise. Perhaps you've noticed, perhaps you haven't, I have a lot of energy. At the end of a day when I needed to cool down and go to bed, I would do my best to design one room each night, and it would usually relax me by the end and I could go to sleep. Another thing that I would do was competitions with my friends where we would each design a room for the same animal and same prompt and see who did it the best, and that was actually pretty fun. We would have impartial friends just kind of judge it as well. I fully admit that this game is not for everyone, but it is purely what you make it. Think of it like the Art Academy series, where people have made some amazing stuff in it, but it's not really much of a game. And even with my good experiences with it, Would I say that it should have cost the same as a full retail 3DS game? No. This is definitely a smaller package than what was available in New Leaf years prior, and you're fully justified in not liking it. After you finish designing a room, haphazardly or not, you can come back to Nook's Homes, and we're able to go onto the Happy Home Network. Technically, we could have done this in the morning, but I was kind of saving it for later. On the Happy Home Network, you can look at new things that people have designed, you can look at popular rooms. So we'll see here. We have rooms that are classified as that is horrifying, and I'm gonna select it. I live here in cute. I love how the loading screen is Tom Nook playing golf. Sometimes he throws the golf club, and it's kind of a rare loading screen variant. Our first example right here, this is very highly rated. A lot of people have rated it cute, cool, unique, and I'd live here, so you can do that. There's no screenshot, oddly enough. If you press the heart button, you can go and visit it. If you want to block a room because you don't like it, that's what that sad icon in the upper corner was for. And you can just kind of get other interior decorating ideas from other people over the internet, seeing the kinds of things that they have made. It seems like mostly the Japanese play this game now, and I haven't seen any sort of English names. Oh, this is Splatoon 2! Crap, I picked a very good one! You bet I would live with an off-the-hook concert going on in my living room at all times. This is pretty darn cool. Wow, okay. You can see that she has multiple animals in this room. I think that this is a facility. Yeah, it's an office of all things, though. So, yeah, you don't really have to adhere to the terms once again, though. But if this was a house, you could have multiple animals in it by scanning amiibo, by talking to the animal after you finish their prompt, because you actually can go back and change your mind about stuff later. Wow, this is really neat. I'm very happy that I picked this one. Oh, wow, even, like, the Splatfest, like, stage right there. That is really cool. So that's one feature that you can do over the internet. Once upon a time, there were competitions that you could do where there was like a weekly theme, and just by simply entering, you would get an exclusive furniture item for doing it. But I think those days are more or less long past now. I'll check just to see if I can still do them. Yeah, let's see what the, no, not that, no. It's, come on, no, I don't want to, no. Okay, challenge. Challenge! Oh! After 20 challenges, the Happy Home Challenge is now complete. We hope you enjoy your time. We hope you continue to enjoy the Happy Home Network. It shows you what the best entries were for each of them, and it also shows an example picture of what the bonus item that you could get with it was. That giant inflatable Rossetti is hilarious. Oh. I was going to show you how some of my things have been rated, but it seems I haven't logged in so long, they just purged it. Well, that's real nice of them. The 3DS that we saw back at the beginning of our tour was a way that you could download some extra stages. These were some, but not all, of the RV exclusive villagers that are available through the cards that we've seen. At the end of a day, when things are all done, you can talk to Digby. He is just as forgotten and pushed by the wayside as he is in the main series, so don't you worry about that. I was hoping that he'd get a more major prominent role now that he wouldn't be overshadowed by Isabelle, because she's not really that major in this one, but nope, he is just as not paid attention to as he ever was. At the end of the day, you can just simply go home, or you can study the handbook. Studying the handbook sounds like it's tutorials and who would ever need to know how to drag stuff around in Animal Crossing, but it's actually not that. It's that by exchanging play coins at the end of the day, you're able to learn new techniques for interior decorating. The ceiling furniture was something that had to be learned through this. Being able to use custom designs was learned through this. There are small goals to work towards. You can unlock insects, you can do fish, you can do fossils, you can unlock all the gyroids, you can unlock all the artwork. Boy, would that be nice with me trying to complete my museum. The styling machine upstairs was actually unlocked through this, so it's kind of nice that you have that. Maybe you'll have something that you want really badly for your next room and thinking, oh man, if I had that, I could have done better. Well, that's something that you can work towards. We're gonna finish work for the day. Gonna write all about how much of a slacker I was. Now that it's a new day, I thought I would show you some of the things that I've personally created in this, because if I got that much time and enjoyment out of it, I probably created a lot of things, and there you are. Jeremiah asked for a blue room. That was what he wanted the most. Also, him being named Jeremiah is brilliant. That is the best name that a frog could ever have. And I could think of nothing more blue than having it rain on your birthday, and having all the decorations just kind of out, getting soggy, and having water running all over them. And then going inside to find that nobody came. I went for making it blue in multiple senses. Next up, we have Harry the Hippo. He wanted kind of a bit of a sloppy house. We have all this furniture out on a day of a yard sale while it's raining, and he's just kind of in a broken down shack by the ocean with an overflowing garbage can. And then you go inside and you see that it's even worse. You got a great big old brown stain on this stool right here, and you got overflowing garbage and a pizza that's God knows how old, and he's apparently raising a baby in all this, and he just looks so irresponsible. The Christmas tree hasn't been put away since the holidays. You have a toilet in the kitchen just because there's so little space to go around. He's got an old bed here that's probably a hand-me-down from a hospital, and it just looks so irresponsible. And then you see this picture. One of my favorite small details is that the rabbits Chrissy and Francine want rooms about each other. People kind of ship them already because they're on the album cover for Bubblegum KK, but oh my gosh, it's even more adorable here, and Happy Home Designer just further solidified it. So we got a very pink room that Chrissy would love, but in this closet I constructed over here, we have a Helga Pataki-style shrine to Chrissy with candles burning on either side, gyroids, this painting of, like, an angel and a devil behind it. So I got pretty creative with that. The special animals have ones that you can do as well. One that I had a lot of fun putting together was my interpretation of Cap'n for this. So his house is by the coast as you would expect, and it kind of has a bit of a turtle shell on top of it. It's very much his colors. You go inside, and you see that Cap'n, Grams, and Leilani are all living in the same room. You got Cap'n and Leilani in this big green bed, Grams in a littler bed sleeping next to them. Sounds like it would be absolute hell on a relationship. Just not very well kept. That seems to be kind of a running theme with my rooms. But we go over into the other room, and we see that Layla has it all. All of their resources went into making her happy. Do you like their house? Because I do. I don't know how much the others like the house, but I think they're just happy that you're happy. Another one that I liked doing was that Kit Kat wanted a lair for a superhero, and we can kind of see where he retired to after he moved out of Pallet. So he's got this really fancy brick house. I went with just making a super upscale, really classy kind of house that looks like, you know, it could be a common room where someone would actually live. But you squeeze through there, and then you squeeze behind this bookcase, and blending in with it, there is a doorway back here. And in it, you have the world's #1 command center, complete with a holographic woman sidekick. What do you have to say about all this, Kit Kat? Yo, Emil, what's up? You need something? Just saying hi. I don't want to give you a remodel. I was very happy with this. My chit-chat muscles could stand a workout, which is why you stopped talking to us. So there you go. Hopefully that shows you what Happy Home Designer is like. Maybe I've taught you a few things, and maybe it looks like it's something that you might enjoy if you can find it on the cheap. But what does any of this have to do with Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo? Well, we're gonna have to go back into that monstrosity of a title to get the answer. On the title screen, we find a cookie squashing a cricket. We can link Happy Home Designer data. Good evening. Guess what? I have an extra special surprise for anyone who has Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer! I have Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer! Aw, she senses the embarrassment from people who spent $40 on this game. Okay, no. I'm very glad that I got it myself, but I know not everyone was, and I don't blame you. Good to hear it. So, do you have the retail version or the download version? The retail version. Got it. Okay, in order to get your surprise, I'll just need to check the save data from the retail version. So if you have another game card inserted, please remove it and insert Happy Home Designer. Is everything okay? Have you inserted the Happy Home Designer game card into your system yet? Removing your cartridge while playing a game is so... I don't like doing it. To think that Nintendo did not allow this to be done with Banjo-Kazooie back in the day, yet they're encouraging us to do it now. I know it's because the hardware was designed for it from the start, but still, just... it Feels so taboo and wrong, and I don't like it. Yes. I like how the options are just yes, and I said yes. Alright, I found the Happy Home Designer save data. Okay, now you can please insert your original Animal Crossing New Leaf or Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo game card, which he's actually saying there is true. There are Welcome Amiibo cards because it got added to the Nintendo Selects brand. It's available for a discount with the update already installed, so, you know, it's actually kind of cheap now. Yeah, everything is okay. I have inserted the original card into the system. All that matters is just that you have a Happy Home Designer save file. It doesn't matter how many times that you've imported this to different copies of New Leaf, so you can technically unlock this for all of your friends if you want, if just one of you has it or something like that. Rest is up to Lottie. Yes, ma'am, I've got it from here. So first and foremost, thank you for playing Happy Home Designer. I hope you really enjoyed it. And without further ado, here's your first gift. Please take this Nook's Homes model. We're partnering with Timmy, Tommy, and even Tom Nook of HHA, where I work. So before long, you'll be able to buy special furniture items from my stock right here in pallets. It's all set up and ready for you to use right now. So if something in Timmy and Tommy's catalog strikes your fancy, go ahead and order it. I think that covers it. Again, thanks for playing, and enjoy life here in Pallet. Yeah. She was telling us that our catalog at Tommy and Timmy's shop had changed. Should we go in and put that to the test? We have a new tab with a Happy Home Designer icon. We have a candy house. This is a 9-square furniture item. Absolutely huge. A carriage, again, 9 squares. A giant ant for all those terrifying rooms you want to make. Giant stew pot, giant teddy bear, iceberg, inflatable Rossetti, large egg, luxury car, massive cake, monitor tower, mountain of money, propeller plane, robot hero, submarine, which is wow, that is clearly the yellow submarine from Earthbound. It's the same shape, windows, and periscope, and everything, actually. I'm wise to you. I know somewhere in Nintendo there's employees that like Earthbound. Actually, I'm sure most of them do, though, but it doesn't always seem like it. The sun, teacup ride, tent, UFO. These are absolutely enormous furniture items and are a great deal for the price, only costing 6,000 to 8,000 bells, depending on what you're getting. They treat their Happy Home Designer players very well. In conclusion, if you're able to get a hold of a copy of Happy Home Designer, even if it's just borrowing it from a friend, effortless to import the save data, you can do it as many times as you want, and you might even have more fun with those rewards than you would with the actual game, depending on what you're looking for. Starting off, I want to get on with spreading my carpet on the floor already. We are long overdue. Long overdue, Gonna go ahead and spread my round carpet. It doesn't look as good as I thought it would. No, actually, I'm pretty happy with it. I think I'll keep this at least for right now, even if I don't keep it for good. But with that, we have seen more of the Sanrio crossover. We had a bit of a slow day in town, but that's okay. We didn't even spend the bulk of the day in town because we had other places we could go and other things we could see. It's like I'm prepared for these sorts of things. Tomorrow, an Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. We are going to meet up with Jitters, hopefully see the interior of their house, and get to know more about what their deal is. Beyond just knowing that they have a very loose definition of what a soccer arena is. See you guys then.